I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Let's see what he gave us. Japanese paper lantern, traffic light, and share moving letters. I'll do those later. And let me check. Yeah, my weapon mods. So I am running out of space. I'll do this. Actually, let me not go this way. I'll go talk with Dylan first and then do the side stuff afterwards. Upgrade shatter already? I want to save for other things. Especially if I can get a grip upgrade. I like that better.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, their CIA spy shit, god.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stahl, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the Hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the Hiss to get them. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay Hiss.
So it seems like now we're starting to get a bunch of different side quests. We've got all the abilities. We're probably gonna get level 6 clearance soon, and that might be the highest level. Like, I know there was level 9, but that might be, you know, if I can't get it, then it's one of those things where it only unlocks for story related stuff. So once we finish talking with Dylan, I'll probably spend a lot of time trying to get some of the side stuff done.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse.
Understandable.
Look up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
Maybe that's where she is now. There's that one restricted area that
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
I would like to know more about. Can we tell him about Salvador?
Hey, I put extra security on your brother. No offense, but that dude is the scariest motherfucker I have ever laid eyes on. Like I said, though, no offense.
Okay, I guess we don't.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stay sharp, Finn.
Oof. Lots of errors on this form.
Why haven't we dissected that freak mutation we locked
Oh my
up?
god.
We can learn so much from its physiology.
He's a valuable resource alive, and Pope forbade any physical harm. Of course, if you disagree, you could always go tell her.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we can find a more constructive use of our time.
Damn, he's still a person. I'm guessing. Was Dylan's existence kind of like, confidential?
If Trench was still around, he'd have stopped this.
Please. Trench was part of the same shadowy group that are responsible for every disaster this country's ever seen.
Zachariah Trench was a national hero. Keep your conspiracy nonsense to yourself.
Some tension going on around here.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal it can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
Speech analysis, compiled by Emily Pope by order of Jesse Faden. Analysis of the Hiss threat part 3. Okay. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss was referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here? Or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommended, is beyond idiotic. Refer to file redacted for full report. Untap potential, and 3 tokens.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
I'll talk to her later, once I do her side mission. Timeline of events. Analysis of the Hiss threat part 4. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in Hiss behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to file redacted for full report. So maybe something with Trench? It's in the executive sector, and it seemed like he was getting kind of paranoid before the end.
Brother. And she brought him here? She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's working with the Hiss? Isn't it strange she showed up just when they did?
Totally a coincidence.
Happiness comes, white burns, the yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is near. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white burns, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is near, right? Leave your inside by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white burns, but
She's happy because it's finally her brother, but then not because it's not really her brother. He's been you know, she's too late. He's been affected already.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more now. You gave us permission and regulation. We wait in the stands. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunders home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you
but
hear
yellow
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here.
By the door.
I found you.
The surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time.
So it sounds like Polaris did try to protect him from the hiss, but he rejected her.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that?
Mhm.
Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
See, I think that dialogue was why I thought they were twins, not that she was the older sister, he was the younger brother. And I know that there's a fan theory that they might actually be
We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more now. You give us the permission to regulate you.
Okay, I just didn't want him talking in my ear. But there's a theory that they actually are the same person, kind of based off of his dream. And like, maybe one of them used the slide projector and the other one came through the door. Or they were one person, but then something happened during the AWE that split them into two people. Stuff like that. I don't know too much more if there's any other evidence to like point towards that theory having any reasonable ground to stand on. I did notice in the trailer for Resonant, they both have the same hairstyle, which, you know, on its own it's not a special thing, but I feel like it's very intentional to give them the same hairstyle and make them look very similar from behind. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if there is some weirdness going on with the two of them. Let's see what else he has to say. And then I won't be doing the prime candidate right now. I will be doing Old Growth, because I think that's closer. I mean, I know I can just fast travel, but
Happiness comes with white pearls, but yellow and red.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing.
very meta.
And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
I do know Remedy games tend to have musical sections in all of them, and this one does, in the Ashtray Maze, I think. But I don't think the lyrics he mentioned are part of it.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Well, it hasn't gotten the whole world, but look it up to Manhattan.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place. And there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door.
Ooh.
And he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop.
That's Alan.
In another world, the cop was real.
That's Alex Casey.
Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
That's cool. I didn't remember that Door had been mentioned in this game. So he was talking about Alan and Alex Casey. But he acts like they're two different worlds. I don't know if they just... No. I was thinking, I don't know if the developers decided by this point that Alex Casey was a real person. But I think he should be mentioned in the Alan Wake DLC, but I don't remember. Yeah, he acts like Alan writing about Alex Casey is in one world. The real Alex Casey is in another world, but as of Alan Wake 2, they're both in the same world.
Under the conceptual reality behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away after this.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there? Or is this the Hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
That's it?
Push the fingers through the surface into the light. You've always been a mirror. You want this to be true. He's standing on your dream.
Oh, do I have anything to do in the executive sector? I see it, but I'm fighting. Okay. Charge maneuvers. I got it. Jesus.
How are you?
Television proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we'd like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment, in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranormal events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranormal concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Okay, so that answers the question I had a while back, which is, what connection do they actually have to Night Springs? So they didn't own it, but now they are thinking of owning it? Executive Affairs, Director's Office. Where's the cafeteria?
Marcy didn't give me any orders before she left. Guess I'll just
Oh. Is there another person somewhere? Oh, hi. Ouch. Okay, you're annoying. And if I could get this room to respawn again, I will be good.
That's no normal piece of paper. Okay, we need to know where it's going to stop.
Ah. Okay, I'll just wait for it right here. Unless it doesn't want to come over here? Are you kidding me? Ah, too late.
Need to find more pages.
Well, it'll probably be in big areas. Ahti?
Okay, I need to know what's up.
Understood. Nice. That one was easy. Thankfully.
Should be one more page.
My kitchen. I'll read this stuff once I'm done looking through this area, so just go through them all at once. You know, if some enemies wanted to spawn in, I would not say no. I was making sure there's nothing on this side that I missed.
Okay, we need to know where it's gonna end up.
Wonderful. Hope nobody was in there. This one too. And then doesn't look like there's anything up top. Let me see if I can respawn the cafeteria to get this other job done with. Maybe if I were to fast travel? Oh, that works too. Okay, I'm done. I don't need you guys anymore. Gotta get out of here fast before they follow. Like spawn in right after me. And we're good. Jukebox tokens? Single set of 3, 5. Oh. This is just like buying them.